A few people DM'd me after OSG about starting their own YouTube channel, and most of the questions were pretty technical. I was really happy to hear it because there is a lot of opportunity in the strength space for people to actually make money doing this stuff. I mean, you've got AdSense, you've got potential sponsorships, you become more valuable to sponsors, so you could kind of negotiate for more money. That's something a lot of people really do need to learn how to do properly to begin with, but we'll jump off that bridge when we get there. But before anyone actually goes out and spends $2,000 on a camera equipment, an SD card, and on software they don't know how to use, I pretty much told everyone to just get started on one of these. Two people thought I was brushing them off when I said that, but I'm being 100% serious. If you have a phone that was made in the last maybe 3 or 4 years, it's definitely good enough to start a YouTube channel and probably keep going with it too. The only things you really need to learn are the same you would have to do if you had a regular camera like this. How to light yourself properly, especially if you're doing something like a talking head video, what good audio is like, and a lot of strength athletes and fitness people in general online do end up adopting the Help Hub Hero model without even knowing what it's called. They'll get up and they'll actually do like a tutorial way back there, and and some of them will have like a $300 or $400 microphone, but it sounds terrible because they're way back. There's usually echoes, especially if the gym's in a warehouse or they're outside. Because of how audio gain works, it just amplifies all the ambient noise around you. So you end up hearing not only the echoes, but the hissing, leaves rustling, HVAC, whatever. It sounds horrible. So for people like that, they really need a wireless lab. That way they can end up sounding like this. You can definitely watch a video with bad image quality and really good audio, but it's almost impossible to watch something with really good image quality and horrible audio. Plus it makes you look considerably more professional when you can step away from the camera and still sound pretty clear. I'm committing to 2 videos. One is the technical aspect of it, how to set up your phone, how to set up simple lighting solutions, whether it's a window or a small tabletop light like this. You don't need the giant softbox unless you got money to burn. Different audio options, what frame rates you should be recording in. And then for the second video, I'm gonna focus on things like what makes your video more watchable. Keep in mind that when you put your stuff online, you're not competing with other lifters for people to watch their stuff. You're competing with cat videos, with memes, with Disney Plus, with pretty much everything online that people could spend their time to watch. You have to give them a reason to watch your stuff and to look forward to your stuff. And that's what a lot of people end up forgetting when they start putting out content. Also really specific to strength athletes are things like documentation and direction. When do you start introducing some story aspects to your video, and when do you just document stuff? A great example of this is while you're training. You really shouldn't be goofing off, so you should opt to document what you're doing and maybe do a voiceover later. I can go on and on about this, but what I want is for people to ask questions below or to shoot me a DM with a question, and I will address them in either one of those 2 videos. I'm open to making a 3rd video if there are any specific questions people have, and I'm gonna recommend people put out at least 10 videos before we get to that point. Down the line, we can talk about monetization, we can talk about how to leverage your platforms for additional income, because with a little self-promotion, and if you are competing in a niche sport or any type of niche activity these days, you are going to have to accept the fact that there is a self-promotion aspect of this. It's not just going to be, I'm going to win a competition, people will discover me, and then I'm set for life. That doesn't happen anymore. It's gonna take some effort, but clearly it's going to be worthwhile. Yeah, well, I'm a rambler, so I'm gonna end it there. So if you have any questions, drop them off in the comments, or if you wanna hide them from all your training frenemies, just shoot me a DM. While you are an individual, you do need to start thinking of yourself as a brand or a media company, since you will be existing online. And then after that, we can get started.